Your coffee, go get your coffee, go get your matcha, go get your tea, whatever you drink, and let's just sip on it together because
don't you worry, don't you cry, I can promise it gets better in time. Keep your head up, keep your shine, hold my hand up, it gets better in time.
y'all, I'm in Europe. This is actually so crazy. Like, so I've actually been here for about 6 days. The first leg of my trip, I was here for a wedding, so we were in like Como in Italy, and then so right now I'm at another gelato place. I've been to one already and it was so good. I'm getting the same exact flavors. I just want to see if they're like the same or different. So this place is called Amorino and it's at the Port Grimard. I think this is where we're staying. It's like this cute little town. It's like the Venice of South France and I love it. So honestly, gelato might hate to see me coming at this point, but I'm gonna have it. Right now, my latest obsession is the pistachio and chocolate. So. And this is what I'm gonna get again. When we came 2 days ago, I thought this was the place, but it was like another one up there. So we're trying this one today. It looks so good. I'm gonna show you. Change of plans. We're at another one. There's like, they're all over the place. They're literally right across. I feel like it's very competitive. So we switched locations. All of the gelato places I think are like literally right next to each other and they all look so good. But they have a Dubai chocolate one, and right now chocolate pistachio has been my current obsession right now. So I think I'm gonna get that, and maybe if they have like a Biscoff one, maybe I'll get that. I don't know, but whatever it is, I need to stop eating. I'm glad this is our last day in this area because my back's gonna be big forever. These ones give posh, okay? It gives money. I wish I was one of these girlies that can pull off frames like this. A fun time. Not the sunglasses are messing up my edges, taking them on, putting them on and taking them off. Whew. While I'm on this trip, we are determined for me to find a wine that I like. I don't like wine that's like too dry, but I also just had a wine at lunch that was entirely too sweet. It was like nauseating. So we're trying to figure out right now a happy medium.
All our wines are dry.
Dry. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's dry, but it's light.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. It's not awful. I just don't feel like my palate is mature enough for wine just yet. I want it to taste like Arbor Mist. I want it to taste like juice, and it doesn't. It just doesn't. Oh well, hello, good morning. It is Wednesday. First of all, we need to talk about a couple things. First things first, we're getting ready to leave the south of France. We only were here for 3 days and it's been just such a peaceful experience. Like, I have a balcony in my room, and like when I get to sit out here on this balcony and I look at all the boats and the yachts go by, it's just like so peaceful. So I'm really sad to leave this location, but it was a great time. I'm gonna go out there and meet everyone to see if the shuttle's out there, because we have to drive to Nice. We have to catch our flight in Nice so that we can fly to Rome. Hold on, let me see. There might be someone knocking on my door. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure that there's nobody knocking at the door telling me that the shuttle was here. But anyway, so we're flying to Rome, and that's where the rest of our trip is going to be at. And then also last night, I don't know if you can see it, I had this big knot on my eye. It's a huge knot on my eye because last night we were at our friend's Airbnb, and there was a sliding glass door and it was open for pretty much most of the day I was there. Somebody closed it last night, and when I was going in, it was at night, going back into the kitchen, and I thought the door was open. I thought the glass was open because it's like, you know, floor to ceiling, and I literally walked at full speed into the glass door, hit my eye, like my makeup and everything was like on the door. It started to swell immediately. Like I had to walk around with a bag of ice on my face, and it was so embarrassing because like, not people, but like people saw it. And then after that, I was trying to like gather my bearings together, and then a frog like jumped out in front of me, and I was like trying to run away, almost fall into a pool because the frog was like near my feet. It was just, you know, a lot going on. So now I have this goose egg on my eye. It's not bruised yet, but well, it's starting to be bruised, but in Jesus' name, it's not that bad. We're gonna find some concealer. Today I'm not putting on any makeup, I'm not putting any concealer on, I'm just gonna wing it. Can you see how swollen it is? It's like this whole area is huge. Okay, so you see how it's like flat on this side? Look at this goose egg, please. Honestly, it's very on brand for me though. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I am naturally a clumsy person, which is crazy because I feel like I don't move very quickly. I try not to anyway. I try to be intentional about my movements because growing up I was a very, very clumsy child, and it's less in my adult life, but I am clumsy. Like I literally just walked into the wall just before, and now I feel like I have a little knot on the side of my arm, and it's like, what are we doing? Anyway, let me just show you my view one last time before I leave out of here, and then hopefully the next place has a balcony. I don't know what the next place looks like, but the balcony is the move. You guys, we're back in the States. America, I missed you. I don't think that I ever thought those words would ever leave my mouth, but I was so glad to touch down in the United States, okay? Italy was amazing. It was an incredible trip, okay? Also, we're gonna forgive my eye. I haven't vlogged in about 7 days because my eye has been bruised. You can kind of see it here. It's just a little bit purple now, but before I looked like a battered woman walking around with sunglasses all day because my eye was huge. It was swollen. It was purple and yellow and just not good. So this is the first time that I've actually vlogged since the last time I picked up my camera in Italy. But honestly, I'm not mad at that because I really wanted to enjoy this trip. I really wanted to get some rest and just take a break from filming and editing. So I've literally posted nothing. The goal was to have content up for you guys while I was away, but I just didn't have it. And I really truly wanted to take a vacation, a true vacation, and truly rest because here's what I do. I never know when to sit still. So even when I'm on vacation, I still burn myself out because I'm still filming content. And this time I said, no, God was like, rest. I'm giving you this trip for rest. So I got some footage, which you have seen, but that's really the extent of all that you're gonna get from the Italy content because I really truly utilized this trip as a moment for me to just be in the moment and to rest because I'm getting ready to start a new job in a couple of weeks. I actually go into work next week for a new teacher orientation. So I have about now it's like 4 days to just kind of rest before I have to go in for training. I have 3 days of training next week, and then the following week we go back into the building, and this will be me going into my new classroom. We'll talk about that in a little bit too. Yeah, so you know, the eye is looking a lot better. Okay, it still is a little sore to the touch, and what's crazy about the whole thing is that I hit this part of my eye, like right here underneath my eyebrow, and that's the part that hasn't bruised. Everything else has bruised. I also tore up, I think on impact, I brushed my face on the glass. I don't know if you can see it, but I have a little scar. I have a scar here on my nose. It was raw, it was open, it hurt so bad, it was scabbing over so bad. And I was like, this was not on my bingo card, that my face would just be freaking out like this, that I would have hit my eye over here in Italy. Like, this was not on my bingo card. But anyway, so right now it's 7 a.m. It's Friday, thank the Lord. Not that I've really been doing anything. I mean, thank him anyway. But I'm actually getting up to do my makeup because I have to go get my ID and fill out some paperwork before I start my job. My contract starts technically, like my teaching contract starts on Monday. So I need to go ahead and get this done. I need a primer. I like ran out of everything while I was in Italy too. Like I had to hit the store. We ran out of the Hydro Grip primer. I'm very upset about that. But I do have this Professional Pore Primer for Benefit. So we'll use that. It's probably better because my pores are huge. I ran out of like a ton of stuff over there. I ran out of body wash literally the last night I was there. So I just picked up a bar of body wash, but I ran out of like my primer. I ran out of the body wash. I ran out of my skincare products. Like I have to re-up on all of those too, but that won't be happening until we get paid from this job. So we're gonna thug it out till then. I literally look crazy right now. I only have one earring, and where the other earring is, I don't know. But before I start, I'm gonna go in with the lip liner Stay In, which is from Sachu Beauty. I put this on first so that it can stain while I'm doing the rest of my makeup. I want to debrief a little bit about Italy. The trip as a whole was a great experience. I will say the first few days were a little challenging for me, if you will. And the reason for that is simply just because, so I went as a +1. As you may have gathered, I am in a relationship, but that's not the focus. Okay, I've been in a relationship for a little while. I'll just leave that there because I'm sure I'll get the comments. But I went as a +1, and so I didn't really know, I actually didn't know anybody on this trip. So it was really me coming in and meeting everybody from start to finish, which for me is cool because I'm a very personable person. I'm very friendly. I can vibe with anybody, and like I really did not struggle with that. I think I was a little overwhelmed after like the 3rd day. So the wedding had like 3 days of festivities. The first day was a welcome yacht party, which we technically missed the yacht party because it stormed really bad, and taxis and Ubers are super hard to get in Lake Como. If you've never been there, bro, taxis and Ubers are so hard to get. It's almost impossible. You have to go to, like, we all stayed in Airbnbs. We didn't stay at the hotel. If we stayed at the hotel, we would have had rides. And technically we did have a ride from the hotel to the yacht, but we didn't stay at the hotel. We had to make our way to the hotel to catch the shuttle. We didn't do that, and all of our flights were delayed by 3 hours. So we really weren't gonna make it. But the first night, so we missed the yacht, but everybody got off the yacht eventually, and we went to the rooftop of the hotel. And this is where we got to, like, where I got to meet everybody. And so that night was really, really fun. Like, that was such a fun night. I don't mind meeting new people, right? So I met probably like 37 people that night, okay? It might not seem like a lot to you, but it was a lot to me. Then the next day we actually had the wedding, and the wedding was absolutely stunning. This was probably the nicest wedding that I've ever been to in my entire life. Like, my God, this was the nicest wedding that I've been to. Like, I don't think I've ever experienced anything like this before. And I've been to a lot of nice weddings. This one was probably, it was breathtaking. Everything was perfect. Like, the reception, the ceremony, the bride looked absolutely stunning, whatever. But this was the hard day for me because I was a +1 and these were his people. These were his line brothers and his friends and his family, and I didn't know a lot of them because I, you know, was brought on late. I wasn't able to sit at the reception for at least the first half of it with him. So I was sitting at a table with people who I didn't know. Some were really, really great. Some were really, really not nice. It was actually the most insane thing in the world. And I won't even get into that, but some people were like actually really, really rude and nasty. And I was like, oh, like, okay. There are so many things surrounding this conversation that you need a little bit more context, but I'm not focusing on that right now. So once we were able to like get up and like mingle and move around, then things became a little bit easier. I was still meeting his really close friends and their spouses and their girlfriends and the fiancés and all that, and that was really, really nice. And he has a wonderful group of people like around him. So the groom is his best friend. So obviously I wanted this to go really, really well. Like, I really wanted to, you know, make a good impression. I really wanted it to be a good experience, and the groom loved him so much. The groom was amazing. I really truly loved him. Like, I was like, oh wow, like this, I understand why y'all are brothers. Like, I love that for you. And then the last day was the pool party. One thing that I didn't realize is that Italy is like cold. So when we got there, it was like, it's warm during the day, but it's like cold at night. And like the weather was really, really not great the first 3 days that we were there. It didn't rain or anything during the actual wedding day, which is beautiful because the wedding was outside. And we were so grateful because the weather was really bad the night before when they got on the yacht. Like, I actually didn't think they were actually going to take the yacht out, that they was going to be on the yacht and be docked because the storm was so bad. Anyway, I think what made it a little bit overwhelming for me is because in those 3 days, I probably met like 100 and something people, which was fine. We stayed at Port Cremond and that was so beautiful, and we got to spend some time together too, which was like nice because it was like, okay, we're getting to see each other in different situations, in different settings, how you handle things, how you handle traveling, how you handle stress, how you handle conflict, all those things. And so it was just really nice to be able to have that time away from the group to just get to know your partner a little bit more, but also just like enjoy your partner. Like, I felt like my anxiety was a little bit high around everyone else, but one thing about my partner is that he is very, very gentle. He handles me very gently. Like, my nervous system is always so truly relaxed around him, and we had no issues on this trip, like nothing. Like, there were definitely moments of like where we're tired or there might have been some frustration, but we are not the type of people that are big on conflict. Like, we are big on communication. So anytime there was, you know, if anything came up, there was literally nothing, but if anything came up or comes up, we're very much like, let's talk about it. Let's sit down, let's talk about it, and let's pray about it, and let's figure out what the Lord wants us to do in here. Like, it's just so beautiful. So we got to spend time together, and then the rest of the trip was just us, which was really nice too. So we got to explore Rome together the last like 4 days, which was amazing. The south of France was definitely my favorite place to be at, but Rome was also really great too because we were able to went to Vatican City. We got to see Rome, we got to see the fountains and all of that. There's like lots to like see, the Colosseum, very much like a touristic part. So we got to see a lot of that, which was nice. One thing that I learned about myself is that I really, really am obsessed with pistachio. I'm on this pistachio kick. I think I got gelato like 5 times the whole trip, and every single time I got pistachio and some form of chocolate. The pistachio is literally so good. Being back in the States, I got these xoxo frozen yogurt bars in the pistachio flavor, and it's actually disgusting. It tastes like Jergens. Like, you know Jergens lotion, how Jergens smells, like that almond extract? That's what it tastes like. And I was like, this is literally the wrong nut. Like, what are we talking about here? So that's like one thing that I absolutely truly miss from Italy. I also think that the gelato in the south of France is better than the gelato in Italy. I know, don't hate me. I felt like everything in the south of France was just so good. The food was so good. The people were so nice. I mean, the people were nice too. I had experienced some racism in Italy too, which was like a first. Like, I don't really have a lot of those encounters. Yeah, so there was that. But I think the south of France was like the nicest. Everybody was just really friendly and just, I don't know. I have to put a little bit more on that eye. So I had to cover it up today because I'm going to get my picture done for my ID. And we don't want to look like Tina Turner and what's love got to do with it, okay? We're not trying to look like that. This is the best my eye has looked in the last like 8 days. It was rough out there. Like, I could not stand to look at myself in the mirror. I just wore my glasses all the time, even in the house. Like, even when I was like walking around my hotel or walking around my Airbnb, I just don't like to look at I don't like the way my face looks. I'm giving gremlin. I'm giving gremlin. The most embarrassing part about the whole thing is that everybody saw it. Everybody saw me walk face first into this glass door. Some things that I will not miss about Italy, right? Okay, the coffee there, nor. I missed American coffee so bad, but honestly you can't tell because I haven't had coffee since I've been back. Jet lag is whooping my tail. Like, the only reason I'm up right now is because it would technically be, at this time it would be like 1 o'clock in Italy, and I'm like still in Italy time right now. I've been waking up every morning at like 4 a.m. like ready to go, because it's like 10 a.m. over there. It's like a 6-hour difference, time difference. I do like the little shots of espresso that they give you there too. They definitely wake you up. I do like that. But in terms of like lattes and all that, also, they have these bottles. I wish I would have had one to bring back, but whenever you have like a bottle, like let's say a bottle of water. When you open a bottle of water in the States, you turn the cap and the cap comes off. Like, it's separate from the bottle. No, in Italy, you turn the cap, but then like the cap flips up. So it's like on you, so you have to like hold it back to drink your water or whatever beverage you have. I literally hated that. I literally was like, I cannot wait for this to no longer be a thing. I think that was the most surprising thing for me though, the coffee. I thought that the coffee was gonna be amazing. That the coffee and the pastries were gonna be incredible. They were not. I also thought that I was gonna gain like 30 pounds from this trip, because like I felt like the only thing that we did was like eat on the trip. And I got back and I was like literally 4 pounds lighter than what I was when I left. And that's because, oh, that's what it is. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. Let me tell y'all how I really, I was missing America, a little bit, missing American snacks. And I finally found a store in the south of France, a little convenience store. They had Takis. You know, I love me a red Taki. I opened the bag. They weren't even the color that our red Takis were. And these were red Takis. They were like light red. Red dye 40, I think, is like banned in other countries or whatever it's called. So I tried them and I was just so upset. I was so upset. I was like, I just want an overly processed, unhealthy snack right now. And that was the American in me showing. Like, and I was like, yeah, no. I don't think America really bangs with us like that, because they keep that stuff stocked, okay? Like, I went to the gas station and they had Takis for days here. I even had Coca-Cola out there. American Coke would never treat me like this. It's not as crispy and it doesn't stay crispy long, and it's not as sweet. Now granted, I like Coke because it's not as sweet as Pepsi, but this was like no sugar. I was like, this is actually insane. I had a vanilla Coke and I was so underwhelmed. I said, this is hurting my heart right now. I was supposed to wash my hair yesterday and clearly that didn't happen, so we have to finesse. My hair is super duper greasy. It's endured a lot since being in Italy. I'm putting myself on a healthy hair journey once this wedding is over. I wanted to put braids in my hair next week, but then I was like, oh my gosh, I can't do that because I have a wedding. I need coffee really bad, but I'm not gonna get it before because the coffee shop slash bakery that I've been going to out in DC, but I'm gonna go get it after my appointment and bring him some too, because I'm gonna stop over there to see him before I get back on the road to come back home. I have like so much to do now that I'm back in the States. Now I need to start getting content out. I need to like get my life together. I need to start putting myself back on a routine. I was gonna put lashes on, but I just feel like I don't wear them as often anymore. So maybe I'll just be more realistic and double up on the mascara and call it a day, because this took a little bit longer than I wanted it to, although I am making good time. I need to leave here in about 15 minutes. All I need to do is just put my clothes on. So, okay, that's the look. Guys, oh, let me turn this up. Y'all, I finally got my coffee. I got my ID and stuff too, and I'll show you that in a second. But I finally got my coffee, and I really wanted my chocolate pistachio croissant. They don't have them. Immediately wanted to shed tears, but they have something else called pansui, and on the inside of the pansui is chocolate chips and pistachio paste. So we got one of those. But American coffee, oh my gosh, American coffee, babe, I missed you so much. And I saved this moment for you guys so we can have this moment together, because I need you guys to just be here with me, because I've had the coffee for about 12 minutes because I ordered a ham and cheese croissant and they said that they were just baking in the oven. It took like 10 minutes, so I was like, all right, bet. So I had to wait around for those, so I was waiting in the bakery. But let's enjoy this together, okay? Get your coffee. Go get your coffee, go get your matcha, go get your tea, whatever you drink, and let's just sip on it together, because I have not had American coffee in over 2 weeks. Yeah, cheers. My God, I got a Spanish iced latte. The best latte in the world, you hear me? So good. Let me show you my ID. Well, I'm gonna just insert a picture on the screen. Picture's not horrible, but I feel like I have blush blindness because there's a lot of blush on my face in this picture. So we need to calm that down. There's a picture. She's cute, whatever. The lady was like, do you want to smile in your picture? And I was like, no. And then I started laughing, and then I was smiling, but I didn't smile in the picture. I like have a little smirk. But yeah, so I ran my errands today. Hand suey. Oh, you can see the pistachio in there and the chocolate chips. I don't actually taste the real difference aside from the stuff not being on top that's on the croissant, because this gives croissant. You know what I mean? Like, it looks like a croissant. I don't know. It's good though. I'm not mad at it. He said they won't have any more chocolate pistachio croissants until next week. Okay, this is just so good to me. Like, even the pastries here, and I know it's because America is so unhealthy and they just put all this extra stuff in it, but literally just so good. I'm being big right now. I mean, I am hungry, but I'm tearing this pastry up like I ain't eaten days, and I definitely ate yesterday. Anyway, I am officially a teacher in DC, if you guys haven't already guessed where I'll be teaching. I don't really know if I sat down and mentioned that, but yeah, girl. Baltimore was real, and I enjoyed my time there for the most part. The only thing, I don't know how this is gonna work. I mean, I'm gonna have to make it work, but I'm not moving to DC. I'm still staying where I currently am, and I'll just commute every day. We're gonna see how that works though, because if it's like too much, then I'll have to move at the end of the year. My lease just renewed like literally 4 days ago. Technically like 6 days ago, but I was in Italy. So I was like, I know I'm not gonna have time to move and all the things and be able to afford this trip. So I was like, I'll just stay in my current apartment, which is cool because I love my current apartment. So I'm gonna commute. It's like an hour and 15 minutes there. I don't know what that's gonna look like for me, but the Lord's got me. Anyway, so yesterday, I need to like figure out what I've actually filmed and shared with you guys and what I haven't. But yesterday I went to pick up my summer school check, and God is really looking out for me, because when I called, the lady was like, or this was not yesterday, this was Wednesday. I called the place and I explained to them like who I was and like how I was, you know, out of the country when, you know, we got the email saying that we can go pick up the checks. And the lady was like, well, she's like, your check is here. The office is only open on Mondays and Fridays. This is Wednesday. I needed to pay my rent because, like, again, like rent is due on the 1st, so it was like late. And I was looking at my phone, like, and it was not the lady's fault. Like, I'm like, oh, all right, God, why wouldn't they tell us that the office is only open on Mondays and Fridays? And then the lady was like, I'm gonna take your number down though really quick, and I'm gonna call you back in an hour, see what I can do. So I was like, okay. So she called me back in like an hour and a half and was like, you can come pick up your check today. So I was able to go pick up my check, which was nice. And I'm like, yeah, I got bills to pay, okay? That whole thing though with summer school, like, it just left such a bad taste in my mouth. I probably would have stayed at my school another year for real. There were just so many things, so many ways it could have been handled differently. And normally I'm not one to say anything or complain or anything in that manner, but I mentioned it in my resignation because I was like, I don't understand how this is the way that you guys thought that this should be handled. Like, teaching summer school is not a luxury. This was a financial necessity for me. Granted, God's gonna take care of me regardless, so I really wasn't like tripping too bad. I mean, I was, but like, God is just, you know, God, and he's doing all the amazing things. So like, I just see his hand in all of it. But it's just like, I don't understand how okay, if you're not an educator, you might not understand this, or you do understand this because it shows up in some way, shape, or form in your profession. It's like, how do I put this nicely? As an educator, the job is to give. That's why you go into education, because you want to give to the kids. Like, that's the whole point. So I recognize that I signed up for this. But then there are times where like teachers don't get a break. There are these impossible demands placed on teachers. I mean, like, impossible. And you are then judged by the growth or the lack of growth that your students make or don't make. And you're not getting any resources to be able to reach those goals. Like, for instance, like, one of my major things is like, a lot of the students that I see, they come to me 3, 4, 5, 6 grade levels below where they need to be at. So I taught 8th grade for the last 6 years. Some of them are coming to me on a 2nd grade level. And that's just the way of the world. Like, it's not just where I teach at, this is everywhere. This is America. But the thing is like, we're not given the opportunity to go back and reteach certain things, certain skills. Like, they'll be like, give them the on grade level content, but maybe give them half as many or something like that. And I'm like, you cannot expect these kids, you cannot expect to close the academic achievement gap if you are not closing the gaps, or you're not doing anything to bridge the gap, right? Like, just because you say that you want to close the gaps, it's not enough. Like, for you to say it is one thing, but for you to actually do it is another. So like for me, I spend like the first like 2 to 3 months of my classroom, like when we come in to do like do now activities, things like that, I'm trying to see if these kids can add and subtract. I'm trying to see if these guys can do multiplication or division. I'm trying to see if they can do percentages and if they can do integers. Like, I spend a good amount of time in the beginning so I can figure that out and figure out a way that I can use it in my small group days to bridge that gap, because it's nearly impossible to do it. And then they tell you that you're either an effective teacher or not an effective teacher based on the student's growth, which I don't feel all the time is fair, because at the end of the day, we combat so many deficits like low attendance and behavioral issues and all these things. And so it's like, for me, I've been blessed because in all of my years of teaching, I feel like I have had that support. I've had teachers, like mentors. I've had faculty who I felt like I could go to if I, needed to brainstorm ideas and bounce ideas off of them, or just looking for inspiration. I do feel like I've had that. But at the same time, I just feel like I busted my tail last year. Specifically last year. I'm only going to highlight last year because that was really the determining factor for me. Like, I went above and beyond last year to the point where it did something to my mental, for real. Like, I felt like I had never been dragged so bad in my life, and I was having to do all of those things, show up for my students, like remember the things that happened. We lost one of the teachers on my team at the end of the year. We had a lot of loss. We had a lot of trauma around last year. I think it was my hardest year, with fights and all of that. And I did all of that while combating adults who work in the same field, who understand that what we do is hard, and they just made it harder. Once an environment has proven itself as toxic to me, you don't have to worry about me staying there, because I'm not. Like, I'm literally not. What I already do is hard enough, and it's impossible to show up for the students the way they need me to if I'm not 100%. I don't know how I got to this point, but all I'm saying is that for me, there was just a lot of stuff that went on, and it wasn't the students, and I just couldn't believe my eyes that that was like what was going on, because especially when I got to the school, it was so great, it was amazing. I'm not saying that it was everybody, but like there were just certain things that I just felt like, ooh, I can't work here anymore. Good morning. I don't know when the last time I vlogged was. I know it's been over a week. Today's actually day 3 of me being back to work. Today is the day that I'm going to be setting up my classroom. I actually, hopefully by the time this video is up, I will have my teacher wish list down below in the description box, so definitely check it there. I'll also put it on my community page as well. But really, I just need like supplies for the kids. I don't really need anything for the classroom because I have so much stuff left over. I'm just reusing the theme that I used from last year. And yeah, so right now, technically we don't have to be here till 12 or like after 12, because we had PD this morning, or like not PD, but like mandatory trainings that we had to get finished, or we could at least start today. I have a co-teacher this year, which is completely new for me, and the co-teacher, I think she's gonna be at home this morning, so it gives me an opportunity to be able to film and put all this stuff up in the classroom. So that's what we're about to do, but I'm gonna have to make a couple trips because I left my cart upstairs in my classroom when I brought the first round of stuff into the classroom on Monday. So we're gonna have to make a couple of stops. It's also like drizzling, and I needed to stop because I need my slick back to be slicked back for the rest of the day. So yeah, come with me to decorate my 9th grade classroom. This year I'm teaching 9th grade algebra at a high school, and I am just so ecstatic. Okay, there's just like so much. It's a lot of transition for me because it's a new area, it's a new position. I'm commuting, so the commute is whipping my tail though, for real. It's like an hour and 30 minutes to an hour 45 minutes there, like to the school, and then after school, depending on what time, sometimes it's like an hour 45, sometimes it's 2 hours, like depending on what time. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I will ideally like to move, but maybe I think I'm just gonna thug it out for the first year, and then afterwards boards, just figure out what I'm gonna do after that. I don't know. But yeah, so that's what we are doing. It looks like I'm like living in my car. I promise you I'm not. I just have all the stuff that I needed to get out of my house today so that I could bring it to the school, because today and tomorrow are the only 2 days that I really have. Well, and technically Friday, but I have to leave early Friday because I'm in a wedding this weekend. It's wedding weekend. And yeah, so we just have lots to do. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get inside because it's raining and I really want to get out. Yeah, let's get our things and I'll meet you upstairs. All right, y'all. So this is the new classroom. There's the board. My desk is over there. My co-teacher's desk is over here. So the goal is to cover up all of the bulletin boards and put up like just some posters in the front, cover this back bulletin board too. And then we also need to move the desks or the tables, but I'm gonna wait for her to get here because I'm not moving them by myself. Literally, my work bag is so heavy. It really just stressed me out so bad. I spilled my chai on my sweater, my sweatshirt, because I had literally everything in my arms. My work bag is literally so heavy. It doesn't look like it would be, but it is. So I'm just gonna take a moment to just kind of cool off and then log into my mandatory trainings, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started setting up this classroom because it needs to get done today. Okay, so I did get a good amount of things done, but I'm tired and I honestly didn't film everything. So let me just show you what we're working with right now. Also, my sense of center is very off because everything that needed to be center is off center. So I have to come in here to fix it tomorrow. Case in point, my student work wall. Okay, here it's not centered. Okay, the student needs to be in a little bit further. Yeah, so obviously it's backlit, so we're gonna have some difficulty here. Yeah, it's dark, you can't really see it, but this is that. Stuff just like a lot of clutter, like stuff's just still out. But here's the front of the room. I tried to incorporate things that my co-teacher has versus like just putting my things in here, because it's her classroom too. I don't love this. I actually don't like it at all. I might come in here and switch it tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie, I think it looks very chaotic. But there are those like white patches on this like green wall. I don't know. So next year I'm definitely going to be doing an actual theme because none of this goes, but we got what we need on there. Over there I have like my testing, environment expectations, and then like the daily check-in for success. And then I covered those 2 bulletin boards, put my calendar up, but I need to do that one tomorrow. I also need to do my desk because that's like where the bulk of this stuff is gonna go. I mean, like this stuff is like hers, this stuff back here is hers, but like that stuff up there, all that needs to go in like my desk area. And then I also put up my missing assignment little folder up there too. So we did kind of a lot, I guess. I don't know. But here's what I do know. It is 3:55 right now, and I could have left 25 minutes ago. So we're leaving now. Morning. It is, I always do this. I always like wake up and say, this is the day that the Lord has made. Okay, no, this is, I always am like open up, tell them what day it is for whatever reason. But today's Saturday. Today is the day of Liz's wedding. So Alyssa and I were at Starbucks right now. Well, she's inside Starbucks picking up our order. It's early. It's 8 o'clock right now. We're supposed to be at the suite right now at 8, but I'm not getting my hair or makeup done. And Alyssa's not on the schedule until 9. So like we're okay, like on time. So we are just waiting right now for the coffee to be done. But right now I'm writing this letter to Liz. All the bridesmaids are writing I guess some of them printed them out, which probably would have been smarter for me, but I'm handwriting mine out because I'm extra. So I'm just handwriting this letter to her so that she can like open them today. And I think that's so beautiful. She has a pretty big bridal team too, so I don't think she'll get through all of them this morning. But yeah, so I'm just like writing this letter to her right now, and then we're gonna be on our way. I'm doing my own hair and makeup, so I'm very interested to see how this is gonna go. I mean, like this is like pretty much every single day, but I have no idea what I want to do with my hair yet. I think I kind of want to do like a half up, half down, but it's just really going to depend on what the front of my hair is doing, because right now it's laying down, but you know the antennas be antennaing. Okay, so yeah, thank you.
Looks good on top.
Yes,
Got a little sleeve too.
Very nice.
Oh,
very
sorry.
nice. Cheers to the coffee. Say hey. Yeah, I got a grande iced shaken espresso with oat milk and the chocolate malt powder. They should just bring back the chocolate almond milk shaken espresso. Like, I don't know, they always get rid of the good stuff. Makes me upset.
Yeah.
It's like, we can't
It's
have
like,
anything.
oh, sorry, we were enjoying that.
It's
Let's
like,
take it away.
Oh, do you remember like KFC? Like the restaurant KFC?
Yeah.
Do you remember how they used to have the potato wedges and they were like the best thing on the menu and they got rid of them? They brought them back.
Wait,
We
really?
bullied them after so many years. Bullied them to get them back. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The sign the other day said pot pies are back. And I was like, no, did they ever
Pot
leave?
pies
The
from...
chicken pot pies from KFC.
I never got a pot pie from KFC.
But I don't think they ever left. But the sign said they're back.
I didn't know that they served pot pie. I'm not a big pot pie person. Well, we're on our way. Oh, can I have a straw?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Usually keep a stash in here. So
I have to keep everything stashed
you're
in there.
starting a stash now?
Thank you.
Oh, wait, here. Hold on. Little sleeve.
Awesome. Thank you.
Good morning.
We are. Absolutely. I'm going to change. You're the cutest thing in the world. Girl, absolutely not. I look a mess. But now you look... Oh my God. I got to put my stuff down so I can like actually vlog. Look at her, girl. This is so cute. makeup the highlight? Yes. Ooh, yes.
I'm about to get ready for the wedding, so get ready with me.
We're also filming an Instagram reel. I'm trying to get my short form content back, y'all. I'm trying. So I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I feel like my hair is thinning at the top of my head, so I had to put this extension in at the very, very top of my head, and I'm holding it here with this clip. But I feel like I got no hair in the front. So we're gonna pray that this actually holds up because it's going. Oh, you want to see? Wait, I'm doing Instagram too. Say hey. Look at her hair and makeup.
Thank you.
Look at her.
You look beautiful. Curls are curling.
That's what we're doing. I don't know anything else after this. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls.
You heard it here first.
Heard it here.
You heard it here
Heard it here. You have both. I'm on IG and YouTube.
Wait, are you on Instagram Live or?
No. It's just for a reel. It's just for a reel.
Wait, I didn't realize you had both. Oh, this is so fun. Are you food, a drink?
No, I ate. I had like too much.
Oh my god.
I had 2 pieces of the coffee cake. I said, have some decorum.
Yeah. No, did you have the bagels? Are really good.
No, so I don't like cream cheese. I don't like cream cheese.
Oh, you were saying that.
So I was like, there's no jelly, so I'm not gonna eat it dry.
Oh my
I
god.
saw them when they wheeled them in.
Those are stunning.
They're good she did my eyelashes. So good. Thank you so much. We have natural lashes on. Whoa. We have natural lashes on. I gotta figure out what I'm doing with my hair. I think I'm gonna like try to pin some pieces out of my hair. Or out of my hair, out of my face. Yesterday, so let's do that really quick. So, all right, we are finally in our dresses. I cannot breathe. This is about to be the longest day in this dress ever. Yeah, I'm fighting for my life.
But looking beautiful, of course.
Yeah, it's a little bit more chesty than I want it to be, but it is what it is.
That's a really pretty dress.
Right? You look so beautiful too. I love your pearls. Y'all, our girl is officially married. Right now, we just got back to the bridal suite. We are about to do some hair and makeup touch-ups, and then we're gonna take pictures. And then we had the reception, and I'm so hungry, so I'm like ready to eat. How are we feeling after the wedding? Great. Yes.
Vibes are high.
Vibes are high. Our girl is married. She's a wife. She is a wife.
Beautiful.
She looks so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And the wedding, like not the wedding, the church, stunning. I can't breathe in this dress. I can't
breathe, all right?
can't breathe in this dress. I'm really struggling over here. Oh my gosh, they left their children. The children were here, left unattended. You guys, it's been some days, but I gotta explain. It's the first week of school. Pretty sure I have strep. It's Friday, and I'm gonna go to urgent care after work. I am really struggling right now because I had the sore throat like a couple days ago. It was just one side, though. It was just the left side, my left tonsil. My left tonsil. It was swollen, and it was like, you know, I think that was like Tuesday maybe. So I was taking Advil because I also got Rachel. So I was taking Advil for the cramps and the sore throat, and it was really helping. Next day felt a lot better. Wednesday was cool. Thursday I was cool most of the day, and then last night I felt just a little bit of a sore throat coming on again. So I was like, okay, took some Advil, and in the middle of the night though, I like went to swallow and thought I died because it hurt on both sides. And now it kind of feels swollen on both sides to the point where it's almost kind of not hard to breathe, but I can feel that my breathing is labored, I guess. Not me ducking from the birds that are outside my car. Anyway, it's really sore. I'm really struggling right now, but I have work and I couldn't call off work because like it's a new school year, whatever. So we're on our way, but I decided that I was gonna go ahead and get coffee today, and I was gonna go to Starbucks, but then I was like, since I'm on this part of town, I'm just gonna go to my bakery that I really like. I really didn't want tea. I'm not a tea drinker. I don't really like tea unless I make it and it has like lots of lemon and honey in it, and I know that Starbucks don't be doing that, so I decided to just get a hot coffee. I can't believe I'm buying hot coffee. Anyway, I've been using this chloroseptic spray. Did you guys know that you're actually not supposed to swallow this? My mom gave me this as a kid, and it was never a hold it in the back of your throat for 15 seconds and then spit it out. We always just swallowed it. 30 years old when I found that out. Have I been listening? No. I'm gonna spray it and I'm gonna swallow it. Good thing that DC traffic is DC trafficking right now, so I can do this. That is just temporary relief. I don't think I have water in here. Is my coffee really hot? Let me just take a sip of the coffee. I got a hot Spanish latte instead of the iced Spanish latte that I usually get. Hot definitely feels better than what I think cold would feel like. I feel like I could take Advil with that. I literally have all of my supplements in here, but we're gonna take 2 Advil. Hopefully that kind of helps a little bit, takes the edge off. I've also been using these black cherry flavored cough drops. I really like these. I'm a really big fan of the cherry hulls and the lemon honey hulls, but they have like a vanilla honey hull and it looks like kind of like a cream saver, and I think they have like strawberry cream hulls too, but I just feel like if you don't taste like a cream saver, I'm gonna be upset. Anyway, y'all, I'm really struggling today, but aside from that, I'm having a great first week of school. Aside from being sick, I have a co-teacher. It's kind of hard to film in the building because I haven't told anybody that I have social media. I'm not disclosing any of that. I'm praying that my students don't try to look me up. They might have already. They haven't said anything, but I just don't want any questions. Also, my co-teacher is in the room. She's in there when I'm in there, so I don't really get a moment alone, which is completely fine. So it's just kind of harder to vlog during the school day. I will start vlogging in the classroom at some point, but right now I'm just trying to like learn how everything works within the school. I'm still adjusting to what it's like to have a co-teacher because I've never had a full-time co-teacher. I had like special education co-teaching, like push-in for like a class, but this girl's with me the whole day. I didn't do my hair this morning. I literally just got out of bed and put my scarf, well, I had the scarf on, but I needed to lay my edges, so I did lay my edges, but I didn't recurl anything because I just don't have it in me today. The plan, okay, let me tell you my plan for the day. The plan is to leave DC and drive to my apartment and do my hair. I want to braid my hair. I don't even know if I have braiding hair in the house. I think I do. So the goal is to braid my hair tonight and tomorrow. Now my family wants me to come into town tomorrow, but I am sick. And so I don't want to chance getting my nephew sick. I don't want to, you know, I just don't want to be around a lot of people and I don't feel good. Plus, that's like 6 hours of driving in 2 days. And, you know, my mom was like, well, you have a 3-day weekend because of Labor Day. And I'm like, yeah, but also I didn't get to rest last weekend because I had the wedding. And I'm like, I don't really want to spend 6 hours in my car driving to and from. And then I get back on Monday and I'm tired because I didn't get a chance to like rest or anything. So I think I'm just going to postpone my trip home and go in 2 weeks, which was my original plan anyway, because it's been a little bit since I've been home in the first place, but I really want to see my sweet Lexible. He talks now. He can say sassy, and I think that is so beautiful. Wow, this chloroseptic spray really just like saved me because I could barely talk this morning.